All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashep Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, the great millstone, who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's Brother Shatia from the Chicago camp. Coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And I was just on the TikTok and some something very disturbing happened again, and kind of heartbreaking, but at the same time, you got to understand, we're in Babylon the snake, where the powers that be say anything goes. And this sit down is going to be in response to this husband who's we just gonna let it play.
Yeah, you think it's sweet? You think you get on stage with Chris Brown would come get you? Talking about take me down. You think she could get on stage with Chris Brown? Take you down, huh? Take you down here. You think it's sweet? You can get on stage with Chris Brown? Take you
And
down,
that's his wife.
Take you down here. Here's the rest of your shit. Got me fucked up. You think it's sweet? You think you get on stage with Chris Brown would come get your shit? Come get all your shit. Talking about take me down. Yeah, take you down. How about now he take you down? All your shit out, huh? You got me fucked up. Think you can get on stage with Chris Brown? Take you down, huh? I'll take you down, all right. You can get on the stage with Chris Brown.
Yeah. So the backstory to this is this guy and the woman at the top, okay, they were married. I say were because from what I read from the story, he's currently filing for divorce and he doesn't want to mess with her, obviously. But the before the divorce, this man was married to this woman, and they had $20,000 in a shared bank account. This woman took the $20,000 and spent it on a Chris Brown concert, and with, I guess, some type of special VIP access or whatever the case, or however you want to label it, with special privileges, whatever the case may be. But there's another video where not only is he kissing her, but she's in the bed and she's laying down, bent over, with her butt arched up, and Chris Brown is dry humping her from the back. And I was just like, God, dog, man. And that's why I say again, because Chris Brown did this to another woman who happened to be married, and her dude divorced him too, And like I said, it was it's very heartbreaking that we just live in a society that just says anything goes. As the scripture tells us in Job 9:24, and we all know this. Job 9:24 tells us that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And because we are governed by unfit rulers, immoral rulers, who've given women the liberty to gad abroad, which the scripture says you should not. All right, these women feel like they can just go out and do whatever the hell that they want to, and then there just be no consequences. Okay, they feel that the authority of bad Uncle Esau is great because they feel liberated. They feel like it's freedom. When in all actuality, all it means is that they have the right to do all manner of wickedness with no accountability, and that's not freedom. All right, that's just being wicked. Okay, but we're gonna get some of the things that I just said. Okay, Gad abroad. Hey, both of those are good. We gonna get both of those. Ecclesiastes 25 and man, I'm gonna start at 17. I'm gonna start at 16. Ecclesiastes 25 and 16. It says, I'd rather dwell with the lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Now you have to think about it. This saying, the lion is the king of the jungle. Okay, and a dragon is one of the most fearsome so-called mythical creatures. And what's being written is this man, Solomon, is saying that he'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Because as you read on, it tells you in so many words that a wicked woman will not give you peace. None whatsoever. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Because when a man is with a woman and he's really digging her, you know, he sees her in a certain light. But then if she does something to trespass against them, it is something that her inner beauty taints her, so much so that even her physical beauty is not the same anymore. It says, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, he shall sigh bitterly. Oh, man, take you down. Take you down. All right, I'm going to take you down. All right. Though he ain't dealing with her, you can still tell that he's hurt. All right. He lost 20 G's and a woman. Though he's better off without her, I mean, you can't say that the situation still doesn't hurt him. It says, all wickedness is but little wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Okay? This is why the scripture says, marvel not if she trespass against thee. Why? Because she is the weaker vessel, as the scripture says. Okay? You have to remember that these are the same women that throughout history, when you read the Bible and when you look at modern times, are the number one reason why men have either gone to jail or been put to death. When you go to what's that, first Ezra, the 3rd chapter, and we're going to get back to that Ecclesiastes too. Uh, is it 5? Where is that one where it says yeah, I knew it had to be 4. Just let's see. First Ezra 4 and 25, it says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father and mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. And this is why the scripture told us in Ecclesiasticus that all wickedness, okay, let's get that. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. How many people, how many stories do we hear that a man's going to jail because of a woman, or a man has been put to death because of a woman? This story is all too familiar. Verse 21, I'm skipping to 21. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Right, because you can find a beautiful woman anywhere. But you can't find a woman of character anywhere. What's that when you go to Proverbs? What is it? Is it Proverbs 31? Could be wrong. Yeah, Proverbs 31 and 10. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. It says, the heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Okay? It posed a riddle. Like, who can find a virtuous woman? Like I said, you can go outside and find a beautiful woman, or what society calls bad bitches these days. But nonetheless, you can find you a beautiful woman anywhere. But how often do you come across a woman with character? This is why it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Because when you think about it, at the end of the day, in this modern world, beautiful women are everywhere. And these chicks are busting it open for anybody. They'll do it for nothing, and some of them will do it for money. So, I mean, you really can't, put too much emphasis on a woman, you know? And it says, uh, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. It says, a wicked woman abateth courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. All right. I'm sure this man thought he had somebody, but once he saw the video, he was like, God damn, man, look at what all I did for this woman. And she gonna go and do this? She gonna take 20 racks, especially in an economy like this? Who the hell got $20,000 to spend on some folly, a Chris Brown concert? Seriously? You got folks struggling to pay bills, keep food on the table, find a good spouse that they'll even want to have a relationship with, and you got a good dude and you just took 20K to spend on a Chris Brown concert and ruin your relationship. Now you broke with no man and no place to lay your head. Through. Super through, man. You know this guy was hurt. It says, a wicked woman abated the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. It says, verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And that's what this society has done, is giving women much liberty to just do whatever they want to do. Your body, your choice, me too. And what has all this gotten women? Nothing. They have gotten nothing in return but a jacked up mind, a jacked up spirit, and a high body count. So much so that now you got videos circulating on YouTube and TikTok talking about men just left. Men are just gone. Guys are seeing bad chicks and not even talking to them. They're just like, you know what? The juice ain't even worth the squeeze anymore. I'm about to hang out with the bros. I'm about to go work out. I'm going to travel. I'm going to focus on my career. I want to take up these hobbies. Whatever they're doing, a woman is not even remotely close into the equation. Like I said, it's to the point where guys aren't even really looking at women. They're not approaching them. They're not talking to them. They're not doing shit. Verse 26, it says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, and see this man did the right thing as coming up. It says, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce. Let her go. And that's exactly what this man did. He's like, oh, you want to go to Chris Brown and take you down? He was like, all right, he'll take you down. Basically, bitch, I'm going to take you down. You can get the fuck right on out of my house. Well, they're actually in an apartment, but you get what I'm saying. You can get out from where we live. Because that's a major trespass. You have violated all that man's trust. Because according to the Bible, this is a sin punishable by death. So she really got off easy. But at least this man right here can be done with her and move on with his life. And, hopefully he can, stack his paper up and get back on his feet. But this man is doing the right thing. He's like, I'm about to get this divorce and she can go do her thing. I'm going to do my thing. And guess what? Chris Brown done got more money for his concert and ticket sales, and he's doing his own thing. Which the Lord, on the side note, the Lord's going to judge that nigga too. All right? Chris Brown, you are super fucking wicked, man. The Lord is going to get your ass. The Lord is going to get you, Chris Brown. If you keep doing this shit that you're doing right now, I guarantee you, mark my words, it may not happen like this, but something close is going to happen. The Chris Brown is going to do this to the right woman, and the right husband or dip or whatever the case may be. He's going to get jealous and put Chris Brown in the spirit world. Because, see, what Chris Brown is doing, he's contributing to breaking up households. Because he doesn't even have to do this whole skit of let me take you down. Sing your damn song, gyrate your hips, and move the fuck on. But no, you want to charge chicks money so they can have the full Chris Brown experience. These chicks get up on stage and ruin their whole lives just for the whole Chris Brown experience. Hey, this is why Galatians 6 and 7 says what it does, and I'm going to end it on this. Galatians 6 and 7, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And what does the scripture say? Those who reap of the spirit will gain things of the spirit. Those who reap of the flesh will reap things of the flesh. All right, this woman is getting her just due. All right, she's getting divorced. She broke and ain't got no place to live. Chris Brown, you better take heed, nigga. You keep doing this shit, the Lord is going to get your ass. No Diddy. The Lord is going to fuck you up, man. The scripture says the adulterer and the adulteress. Let me get that. I thought I said I was going to make that the last one, but let me get this one. Leviticus 20 and 10. Let me see if I need to go up. Leviticus 20 and 10. It says, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, Chris Brown, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, and the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Like I said, the wife got off easy. Hey, Chris Brown, you keep doing this shit, the Lord is going to get your ass. No Diddy. So that's all I wanted to say on this. I hope you all were edified. To the next time, we're going to say shalom.